Hey guys, Cyber Reviews here, wanting to take a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Halloween Edition Clone Trooper. This is a Target exclusive in the United States, and it's the first figure I've gotten my hands on that has this plastic-free packaging. So, I guess we're going to talk about that a little bit, whether or not I think it's a gimmick or a good call, and we'll get into the figure. So let's go ahead and get into the review. Alright, so as always we'll start by taking a look at the packaging. Now this is familiar but new. This is our plastic-free packaging, so it no longer has a big window on the front showing off the figure, it just has a picture of the figure. Something I'm not too keen on is that it's not actually a picture of the figure, it's a render of the figure. I just kind of feel like renders are always misleading. I'd rather just have an actual picture of the product. It does feature a really neat kind of Halloween purple with skulls and bats and spiders backdrop. Got a fluorescent orange stripe. Clone Trooper Halloween Edition. Warning 4+ Hasbro. This is plastic-free packaging. Now, this is different for the holiday figures. Your standard figures still will have the art on the side, but these Halloween figures, they just have the hologram of the Skull Trooper here and a little porg there at the bottom. Side of the box features a picture of the clone and his accessories, and again it says plastic-free packaging. Back of the box features that same picture of the clone from the front. Black Series logo, his name again. Bio, basically just saying celebrate the holiday. Got a bunch of legalese, barcode legalese. Top of the box is solid black, and it has a cardboard hanger tab, which I gotta say, I mean, it's nice they've done double thickness cardboard on. I still see these tabs as getting all bent up when figures are hanging on the pegs. But I don't know. I mean, I don't thoroughly hate what's going on here, but I gotta say I'm not really a super fan. Something neat that these figures have going for them, unlike the regular plastic-free packaging, at least I assume. So I have two, and I've already opened the one. When you open it, there'll be a cardboard tray that slides out, and your figure's wrapped up in tissue paper. These figures are actually wrapped in Halloween tissue paper in that cardboard tray. So I don't know, that's something different. That's kind of neat. It's just a neat pattern. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like that's a good touch. Not anything that I ever thought I'd need from a Black Series figure, but it's cool. Why not? Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the actual figure. So, here's the clone and his accessories out of the package. So let's, as always, start by taking a look at those. So, he comes with this chest, which looks really good. It is a reuse from the one that comes with Maz Kanata from the Redbox Force Awakens lineup. So, it's really nice reuse. Got a nice kind of grayish black, plastic color here. Looks good. No real paint on the straps or buckles or anything. On the front, you do get some painted on bats. When you open it, you have like a ghost Jabba the Hutt in there. And then the liner piece is just kind of cream almond color. But it does give you space to lay stuff in there. Excuse me. Anyway, what you may want to lay in there are some of these Beskar candy bars he comes with. He comes with 5 of these pieces. They are the Beskar ingot piece that came with the Mando build-up pack. But instead of just being in silver, they have a brown band wrapped around them to kind of make them look like some kind of a candy bar. So, that's something that you could have put in the chest. Go ahead and drop those in. Like so. You can go ahead and close up the chest. Now your treasures are all safe in there. Then, like all of the winter holiday figures, he comes with a companion character. Sometimes with those it would be a droid, sometimes it would be a porg. In these Halloween figures case, it's ended up being a porg. So he comes with this actually kind of haunting looking porg. He's dressed up to look sort of like a vampire, with the kind of like white waistcoat front, the red edges on the front of his wings, the blue face, and just those dead yellow eyes. He's definitely a scarier version of the porg, but I do like them. I like how he turned out. This is the non-posable porg. This is, just the static, sitting there porg. It's not the one where you can adjust the wings, but it does its job effectively. He'll just sit there on the chest. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the Clone Trooper. Now this is where we start getting into, it's just a repaint. This is the new Phase 2 clone body. It is just repainted in a black base with a lime green skeleton painted over the top. Everything looks rather good. I do like how the skeleton paint pops. One thing I don't really like, we'll start up at the helmet, is the alignment of the skull. I don't know. I mean, I just don't like the eye sockets being, on the cheeks. I really wish they would have found some way to paint in the actual figure's visor, whether it just be a different shade of green to make it pop, or actually just have the eyes of the skull lined up with the eyes of the helmet. Now, that definitely would make it a less than anatomically correct skull, but it's not really anatomically correct as it sits either. So, I don't know. I just wish maybe that deco was a little bit higher to line up with the eyes a bit better. But the rest of the bones line up pretty good with where they're supposed to be, relatively. I mean, you also got to remember this is kind of like an animated style. Around back, there is no paint, just a black clone trooper body. So you're kind of just getting all of your special holiday action up front, which is fine. I have seen people asking questions on different posts online about whether or not this figure's glow in the dark. The green paint does not glow in the dark. Now, the green paint in some places, if you look at it, it looks consistent, but there's actually different shades of green. There's different applications of different paints. Some of them will glow under black light better than other places of the skeleton structure. So black light kind of works, but not really. So it's really just something to look at under regular, cabinet lighting, which is fine. It's something where I kind of wish they would have included a glow gimmick, but not the end of the world. I'm happy at least that we have it. So, looks really good. Let me run through articulation. I'm sure that none of you know how this guy articulates, but double jointed neck allows him to look that high up. That far down, of course, he can rotate and pivot. Shoulder pads can come up over the torso, giving you a good T-pose. He has a butterfly joint in there, 360 at the shoulder. Single jointed elbows can come past 90 and rotate. 360 on the wrist with left going in and out. Right going up and down. He features a abdomen crunch, allowing him to crunch that far forward, that far back. A little bit of side-to-side pivot and rotation. Legs can kick pretty far out. A little bit forward, a little bit back, upper thigh rotation. Single jointed knees can go past 90 and rotate. His feet can point pretty far down, pretty far forward, and there's forward-facing pin for rocker, allowing for some pretty decently wide stances with both feet flat on the ground. To do some size comparisons, here he is next to basically the same figure, but the Phase 1 helmet, white clone trooper. Here he is next to the old body stormtrooper, the jetpack trooper. And how about the new Andor shore trooper? As you see, he stands pretty much right in that 6-inch mark, and he looks pretty good. So, end of the day, what do I think of this figure? Well, as you see, I've posed him with a clone trooper rifle here on the stand, and that's something I had to add from my own accessory collection, because he didn't come with one. I think if I was going to have any real gripes, that would truly be it. I wish they would have given him some sort of a holiday-themed blaster like all the winter-themed ones get. I just struggle to do anything with a clone trooper without a gun, so I had to include that for myself. I couldn't really find any poses I liked without it. But what do I think of the figure? It's fun. It's not canon, of course. It is a gimmick. It is a cash grab. It is one of those money-hungry repaints that you don't have to buy. But I do like Halloween. It's a pretty fun holiday, and I couldn't really pass this guy up. I'm not entirely sure that I want the Were-Wookiee, but I had to have this guy. He's a pretty fun one, so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm glad I got him. I totally understand if he's a pass for you. But, yeah, I don't know. I saw this guy, and I needed this guy. He's just a fun novelty figure, so that's kind of where I'm going to leave it. It's a fun one, but if it's not for you, I get it, and just don't pick it up. Definitely was an interesting experience, finally dealing with this plastic-free packaging. I gotta say, I'm not really super keen on it. I do prefer seeing my figures before purchase, but that's just the name of the game at this point is, do you stay in or do you get out? I'm going to stay in, but I'm going to hope they change it back the entire time, and that's my choice to make, and I guess you guys have a choice to make too if it bugs you that bad. So, Alright, I'm gonna go. Got some videos to work on. Thanks so much for watching. Means a lot that you did. If you enjoyed, you should leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that end of video stuff. I'm gonna go. I'll catch you next time. Until then, may the Force be with each and every one of you. Bye.